Hello students, I am Diya Kashyap from Diya Educates. Welcome to my channel Science Ki Udan. So now we are studying about the types of chemical reaction, and in this video we are going to study about the reaction that is double displacement. देखिए अभी आपने जो इससे previous किया we did displacement, like a reaction between a element and a compound in which the more reactive element was displacing the less reactive element from its compound. But here we have double displacement. That means there only the two elements were changing their place, but here what is going to happen is like that we'll have two compounds. The reaction will involve two compounds, and we know that every compound has a positive ion ahead and negative after that. Similarly, there will be positive ion ahead and then followed by negative ion. So what happened? They will not consider the reactivity part here, like we'll not consider the reactivity series. What is going to happen here, that this positive part is going to displace this and this positive part will take the place of this. So what we'll get, like if A will displace C, we will get a product AD, and when the C will take the place of A, we'll get CP. So this is what is the reaction which is involved. That is the reaction between two compounds. Particularly we have to involve the compounds here. A reaction between two compounds in which they will mutually exchange their ions and we'll get a new product. Right. For example, if I take an example of, let's say, KCl, potassium chloride plus barium sulfate. So if we react them, what do we get? We get potassium sulfate, and along with that we get a precipitate of barium chloride. We get a precipitate of barium chloride. Likewise, if you react, let's say, HCl with NaOH, again in this reaction this is positive, this is negative, so they are going to exchange their place, and as a result we'll get H2O and NaCl. So you have seen that in this reaction two compounds are involved which are mutually exchanging their ions. Now this double displacement reaction is of two types. This double displacement reaction is of two types. Either it leads to the formation of precipitate, so it is called as precipitation reaction, or it may lead to the formation of a neutral substance. So the reaction may be called as neutralization reaction, right? But the basic of both the reaction is going to remain same, that the two compounds will be involved and they will mutually exchange their ions. But in precipitate reaction, like as a result, like when they will exchange their ions, it will lead to the formation of an insoluble substance that stays behind, that is a precipitate. And in neutralization, we'll get to see a substance which is neutral in nature. So we'll write, like if you get a question that what is precipitation reaction, you are going to write that it is a kind of double displacement in which two compounds react, they mutually exchange their ion and leads to the formation of insoluble substance, and that insoluble substance is called as precipitate, which is denoted by the arrow pointing down, which shows that it is going to remain, it is an insoluble part, it is going to settle down, right? And as far as example is concerned, we have already done one example. One example I am writing more for you. For example, if I have potassium iodide and I am writing it, reacting with lead nitrate. So what do I get? They will exchange ions. Lead and potassium will exchange their place. As a result, we'll get potassium nitrate with lead iodide. So we get crystals, or you can say insoluble precipitate of lead iodide, which is yellow in color. See, every precipitate has its own color. Like if we talk about barium chloride, it is white in color. And if we talk about the lead precipitates are mostly yellow in color. And if you talk about copper or something like that, they are blue in color. Zinc, like they are iron, that is green in color. So that means different elements form precipitate of different colors depending upon the nature of the element which is involved, right? So this is what is precipitation reaction. Now, if somebody asks you about neutralization, so again it is a reaction between two compounds in which they mutually exchange their ion and leads to the formation of a neutral substance. Leads to the formation of a neutral substance. That means the substance which is neither acidic nor basic. For example, if you react HCl with NaOH, it is an acid and it is a base. Any substance which has H ion is acid and any substance which has OH ion is base. So, two compounds, acid and base, when they react, they are exchanging their ions and leads to the formation of neutral substance which is neither acidic nor basic. Right. So, this is what is neutralization reaction. So, I think you got it, that what is double decomposition and what are its part, precipitation or neutralization. So, now let us do the activity based on it.